The World Affairs Council of Northern California is committed to engaging the public in the exploration of international affairs. The Council Schools program gives students the unique opportunity to meet with heads of state, ambassadors, and the academic experts who visit the Council. The following video is taken from our year-long Student Ambassador Leadership Group. Students were asked to take on the role of a country or group to discuss the effects of climate change and propose solutions. What they found was an incredibly diverse set of needs, perspectives, and obstacles to tackling climate change. Their solutions only represent a fraction of the answer, but the following presentations by the young leaders demonstrate that they are thinking broadly and are actively engaged in addressing some of the world's most pressing issues.
All right, I'm Ben,
I'm Jen.
and I guess I'll start by introducing our topic. We are a company owner in a developing country, and our products, which are distributed nationally in high demand. Our company and the country as a whole relies on coal power for development. There is a growing middle class, but many people live in poverty. There is a stark divide of wealth between rural and urban dwellers. Our national government puts high demand on our business to main product levels. Okay, so due to the high pressure of the world, our government has sought to join international treaties for greener effects. However, we are concerned about the implications of many of the new global agreements. We fear that new agreements to combat global warming will divert international assistance from our economic and social development. Why should we be penalized for carbon dioxide buildup in the atmosphere when G8 and other industrialized nations have brought about that result? According to UN scenarios, if global warming goes to its extremes, developing nations like us will have to face flood and other natural disasters that will destroy our crops and cities. Although combating global warming is important, we believe that constant attention to our people whose lives are at stake is also crucial.
So currently the World Bank Group has brought up a plan that will help developing countries like us to incorporate climate change strategies into our development plans, along with renewable energy resources, energy conservation, and increased energy efficiency. And we always welcome such proposals, and we want such proposals that shows people's awareness that climate change is not just an environmental issue but also a developmental issue. Because let's say there's a strict restriction on emissions, what will happen to the growing economy and industry in, for example, China and India? Because China and India, they have 2.4 billion people combined. And if there are strict restrictions put on their companies like our company, then we're scared that there will be a slow economic growth, and that it will affect the poor people, which consist of the majority of the population. So although we are aware that coming up with solutions for global warming and climate change, whatnot, it has to be under everyone's cooperation, we believe that rich nations especially should take the lead, because they've already enjoyed 2 centuries of wealth. So we believe they should step up and help the poor countries curb the rising emissions and greenhouse gases. And that in turn will encourage our company and country to diversify the economies away from fossil fuels and toward a cleaner energy. So the challenges should be addressed from a multilateral standpoint, taking into consideration development, economic development, social development, and whatnot. Because although we are willing to change, we do not have enough money for that, because we don't, but we are willing to change if any international organization or industrialized nations are willing to help us change our facilities, for example, to environmental friendly facilities.
So to kind of follow up on that, it would be really helpful if some of the wealthier nations helped us out a little bit and provided environmental labor jobs for some of the people in poverty. And also that would eliminate a little bit of the rural and urban dwelling gap and the stark divide. Also, it'd be really helpful if richer nations started developing cheaper energy resources that we could use and that were still efficient. And basically, we need help to help out global warming because we're really poor.
Okay, that's it. Any questions?